Hello everyone and welcome to Paralives. I'm excited to get into this though, I really am. Especially considering watching James Turner, aka Flopaliki. It was really cool to see that you could tell that Paralives started to adopt and take on a ton of things that Life by You was going to do. Especially, most importantly, the customization options, which I'm super excited for. So, let's get into it. I'm already being stupid. Right, duh, it's down on the right. Like everyone else, probably go with young adults.
Sachi. Fibu.
Mito? Lino?
Yeah, so those are supposed to be feminine
Oopie.
voices. That's why it's
Fibu.
cat and bird, I guess.
Chuma.
That's considered rough?
Boca. Ah, si Vopino.
Weirdly, I call that rougher. It has a lot more vocal fry and everything, therefore it's rougher to me.
Baki? Lome.
I guess they actually have near identical vocal fry, but I don't know. It just feels and sounds smoother to me because I really love that last name. It's just a lot of fucking fun to say too. Ibarra. Ibarra. Okay. So, Adrian Ibarra. We are going to go with, obviously, the proper customizations. So, the cool thing is you have imagination. I mean, like right now, this is definitely me. I've had a goal, despite everything that's happened this year, including getting in a fucking car wreck. I've been still losing weight progressively, which I'm really happy about, because I got to my heaviest this year at 260 pounds, and that's ridiculous. I need my goal weight is to get down to 195. That's really what I want to get to, but even if I go down to 190, or if I go down to only 200, I'm gonna still be happy about it, especially as I build muscle and everything, so that's pretty nice. So this is supposed to be, I switched to Imperial. You can measure in bananas, by the way, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. I don't know how the hell to compare that, bananas, but sure. Anyway, you have your height differential. I'm not sure what this number is supposed to be. I am 6'1", technically I'm 6'2", but every time I go to the doctor, they're constantly shifting it around between like 6'1" and 3/4, 6'2" and 1/4, 6'1" and 1/4. I literally vary somehow, like by an average of 1.5 inches, and I'm just like, okay, obviously this is bunk. It's just BS. I'm gonna take a gander. Let's see, where's the height of that rack? I'm gonna presume that the rack is probably pretty much around where the safety bars are on public transit, because they always, at least in the US, their cutoff is always at 6 feet. And because I'm just tall enough, just to, be just taller than that, I smack my head on the safety handles and bars a lot, actually, when I get up or down or whatever in seats. We're gonna do that. I like how I'm already saying this is me somehow, and I'm just, it's not. So, okay, I do need to get rid of outfits. No, I don't want color swatches, so I want to get rid of it. There we go. That is so weird. This would be funny. This is like all of a sudden make a Scotsman, like a really angry Scotsman. Just, it's not an actual kilt, but you might as well consider it one. That would actually be kind of funny. Since this is supposed to be apparently somewhat like me, I do not want socks on. Sure, we'll go with that one. I was going to go with that one, you could tell. And then I'm just like, you're going to go with a slightly more colorful tone. But of course, you can always do your own color. It's always a thing you can do. I do not actually want any natural blush. Let's make myself extremely white now. Is it equally as offensive if I make myself a white face as a white person? Just be completely clown colored, or like just be a full body mime. It should be funny. Just a full body mime. Oh, Mimi. Okay, so you have highlights and you have skin tone, and the skin tone somehow is darker than the highlights. I don't see how that makes much sense. Also, your palms have a specific color. That seems a bit puzzling. So, I feel like highlights would be more likely tan, right? Oh, I don't even see where the highlights are showing up. Oh, unless it's the creases? It's the skin creases of the highlights? Huh. Are my palms really any different colored? No, they're not. They have a lot more red in them, I guess. I don't know. Do something like... I mean, it needs to be more pinkish than it is anything, I guess. Although not like that. That's kind of absurd. Oh, fuck you. Oh, God, yeah. No, that's weird, actually. Hang on. I guess I need to copy paste something along this line. I don't know if I can actually control C in this game. We're going to find out. You can. Because that definitely changed. Okay. I just found that out. I just realized. Oh, yeah. And then you have this, too. So this is also your height thing, apparently. Oh, good God. Oh, there you go. So this would be considered literally my actual height. So that's how you actually get it. So 70. I guess it must be inches, right? 72, actually, I thought I remembered was considered to be 6'2". Yeah, it pretty much is. Fuck it, we'll just stick with it. Pudge. Good old belly ball. Let's be anorexic. No, let's be bulimic. So, like, this is definitely accurate right now. So I feel like I have 100% body fat. I am fat. I am not human. I am made of entirely of fat and cellulose. I have a... Oh, that's head position. Okay, so that's giraffe neck or no neck. Which no neck is still a lot of neck, apparently. Now, here's your neck, right? Trapezius prominence. What the fuck is a trapezius prominence? Oh, your traps are actually fully called trapezius? So they're not traps, technically. They're trapezius muscles. I've noticed I've had a lot of growth on those recently, and I don't even know why, because I haven't been that active. So I guess somewhere in that range? You could customize your traps? Kind of interesting. And also, I noticed recently in some editing that actually my shoulders are broader than I think. It was specifically... I guess it depends on your angle that you're at. Like, if you're below me and kind of close in, you'll notice it. I noticed it while I was editing the next episode of the podcast and putting it together for this coming Wednesday. So I guess, yeah, off tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. UTC, hinted, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, actually, probably people who play this genre of game probably have zero interest in our podcast. They'd probably be like, I'm offended or something. I have no idea. Probably. It's not a great promotional thing to do that, but chest position, I feel like, is actually, well, now I think about it, if you're going with my man boobs, it feels kind of low, but actually, no. I guess according to the game, it's very fucking high. She's so high. Hi, mommy. She's so lovely. Yield thunder thighs, hand size. I have 8x9 hands, which apparently, even in the NBA, would be considered some of the largest in the league. So hands have got to be pretty damn big. I'm at least going to do that. I don't want to be, like, extremely big, but people always try to make some joke whenever I mention that, by the way, at least in real life. I've always had that thing going on where people try to make that joke about, like, it's like, oh, you know your hand size, huh? You want to talk about something else? No, I actually don't, thank you. I very much do not. So, I wish I could make myself a pinhead. But you can only customize the actual size of the head, generally speaking. Not like, I don't know. I guess I'm going to just go with a bigger head because it looks better. I feel like it's more symmetrical. Just size. So that's like the size of your pectoral muscles, or pectoral muscles. Is it pectoral or pectoral? It's probably just pectoral. Yeah, I think it is pectoral. Yeah, it is pectoral, but I know that now that I think about it, because fish. Pectoral fins. Cool. Cool. Well, actually, I do stick out quite a bit. I'm a quite busty man, so I suppose. I don't know why I did that. I am such a strange person, even to myself sometimes.
Why are you the way that you are?
Sorry, this is the face, but it adds a scar to your bicep. What? I have very just straight on eyes, I feel like. Yeah, very much so. I mean, maybe it has a slight... Does that have a... Do my eyes have an up slant at all? I don't think... Or maybe it's a down slant. I don't know. I don't think they're slanted at all, any capacity, but maybe they are. I don't know. Actually, these have an inward slant right now. They're not... Oh, God. I'm, like, never OCD, and all of a sudden I'm feeling a little OCD. I don't know why. This is your eye depth. And I definitely know I have very concave eyes. I mean, they are in a hell of an inset. I don't know if it's that deep, but we're gonna keep it. Eye position. I mean, I feel like my forehead's pretty big, so I guess it's got to be pretty much down on the base, my face, apparently. But I'm gonna do something like that. I think it makes more sense. That she looks right into terms of how far apart they are as well. And you can make them. Hello, how are you doing? Actually, you seem to be missing the details. That's because I'm blind. I am blind. Oh god, that's being a little too aggressive all of a sudden. But yeah, I've noticed the last like weeks that my eyes feel very slitted. Like I used to always feel like I had big eyes, but like if you look at me and just as I'm looking at you, they're almost Asiatic in a way, I feel like, because of how like just enclosed they are, which is actually really surprising in a way. But I'm half pondering if it's been actually more recently developed because of the fact it's like my body's way to try to like avoid harsh light, because I'm blue-eyed, blue-gray. So as a result, in case you didn't know this, when you have blue eyes, you are the worst affected and impacted visually by sunlight. The sun does not refract well or get processed well or get diffracted or refracted. I guess that is what it is. Your irises do not refract sunlight or other lighting well at all when it's blue. Is actually the worst at doing so, apparently. The funny thing is, I could keep these eyelashes and they wouldn't be that inaccurate. They're not quite as curly as my eyelashes are, but I literally have to go through and just like start doing this every so often, because otherwise I'll just get stabbed in my eye hole with my fucking eyelashes, because my eyelashes are so lush and thick and somewhat curled. Must be psychology, because all of a sudden I'm like, I feel it. Oh, good God, that's the inside one. I did not expect that. Why is it pointed on the outside when it's the inside one? Help me, hold me, I'm startled. So you have depth of the eyelids? I mean, I do have deep eyelids, so I feel like I do at least. I don't know. That does not look right because of the art style. That looks really bad, actually. I know it's all the way down. Fuck me, dude. That looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That looks bad. Well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, let's actually... I should probably go to hair first. Okay, that was that easy. Kinkos. What? Should we have dreads? I always think, whenever people are like, that would be racist, I always immediately just default to thinking about Blake Griffin and like Jeff Lynne of ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, and Brad Delp of Boston, and all these other white dudes who had afros, these big blowout afros or other things like that, or just have the black hair. Because gatekeepers will say, is like, oh, you're not black, or you're not black enough to ride this ride. And it's like, you don't realize that white guys can have black hair as well. It's genuinely just something you can have. My brother, eldest brother Nathan, actually has black hair. I like how they don't have a buzz cut, but they have whatever the fuck this receding buzz cut is. Very sad. I guess you could have the Harry Potter cut, yeah. I mean, this is called what's called cropped. That's not a buzz cut. If that's supposed to be a buzz cut. This is also probably supposed to be a buzz cut. They look god-awful. They look terrible. I guess if I went with short hair, this is what I'd go with. But because we can be imaginative, I hate to say that, it doesn't actually look that bad. We can go with a bowl haircut. Because my mom, all moms in the US are just obsessed with their boys having bowl haircuts for some reason. At least in, I guess, maybe when I was growing up, I should say. So I think these are all going to be feminine hairstyles, unfortunately, which is sad because, I mean, guys can have long hair too, right? Although it's not considered long, apparently. But I'm thinking like rocker hair / Viking hair would be really cool. But I mean, like, they don't have anything that fits that, sadly. So, shall we wear a shawl or a sari? I'm gonna go weird here though, something I would never do in real life. I'm gonna customize this a lot. So let's start with the roots, go to the hair and then tips. So what if we try to echolocate, because I am, as you can tell, a bat. I'm a tad bit batty. I want my favorite color in the world, which is kind of a neon fluorescent red pink. Some people might call it fuchsia. Like, I feel like it's kind of there-ish, I suppose. That's supposed to be the roots, but this is something I did notice when I was watching James, is that apparently like the roots highlight color doesn't really show up, which is really unfortunate. So let's do this. Oh, good God. I mean, I do like that color. That's really neat. Making it a little too red. I don't know how I like that. I also love certain purples. Oh, this doesn't even have tips. Mother. Should we really take the time to find what short hair might have layers? I mean, I feel like this is the longest one, so this should have it. But what do you want to bet that it doesn't? It doesn't. I don't think any short hair has multiple layers. So if I can suggest that to the devs, allow short hair to have layers. Please and thank you. Because it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, let me amend that. All short hair to be able to have layers. Why do some not have layers? Ogres have layers. Why am I like this? It should be funny. You have this really badly receding hair, you still dye it, like, possessively. You're like, I must do this. So the shorter version of that does have it. But, like, why, though? That's honestly kind of frustrating. No. Oh, you can actually customize the Teefs. I mean, you can't really see. It doesn't give you like a preview of the teeth when they smile. When I see you smile. I have a kind of fucked up smile. Especially with these fuckers, because I was playing basketball and one of my fucking teammates in the pickup game, literally, we both went for the rebound. And this motherfucker literally went horizontal with his back to the fucking ground. And again, you gotta remember, I'm like 6'2", right? So this is what, like 8 inches shorter? So that makes it a half a foot below 6 feet. So 5'6". His head literally went directly into my upper teeth. So basically his head, the top of his head and his back was maybe 5 feet above the ground. Horizontal, flying like he was a broomstick out of Harry Potter. And he went boom into my teeth. As soon as I went up, he went into it. And of course he got the rebound. And I bled everywhere. And ever since, this tooth is not dead. It's half dead. It's mostly dead. Not all dead. Mostly dead is still slightly alive. Muttonless tomato sandwich. So I'm just going to go with this for the funk of it as well. Because it is funky. It's funky fresh. There's such a discrepancy between my upper lip and my lower lip, right? My bottom lip is like fat and juicy like a fucking, like a black dude. My upper lip looks like my body's like, I don't want an upper lip. I just want one lip. A unilip. You can have a unibrow. But I'm going to have a unilip. It's just like, okay, sure, bud. Why not? So let's get it somewhat accurate. It's probably about there-ish. And then Upper lip can pretty much stay exactly as it is. So you can do other things if you want to. You can do shape as well. That's not what I thought it meant by shape, but it has a flat bottom. Flat bottom girls. I swear to dog, by the way, if you do not know Fat Bottom Girls and that was a parody of that, Flat Bottom Girls, I'm gonna cry. Even though I'm not a big Styx fan, or what the hell? That couldn't be further from the truth. I am a diehard Styx fan. I meant to say I'm not a big Queen fan. Styx on the mind, man. Just by default. I always default to Styx because it's my favorite band of all time by far. It's kind of funny, actually. Anyway, let's get out of there. I guess I just want this in general then, huh? Is this different? This is different. Oh god. Oh god, we've been here for an hour, people. Probably in this mode at least like 45 minutes. This is insane. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like that, but that's ridiculous, bro. Okay, eyebrow position is definitely low. Hello. I can see everything now. My bones are gone. Boop, 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 boop. If you don't prefer Jimmy Cliff's version of that song, by the way, I don't know if I want to know you. It's by far the best version, in my personal opinion. You know, see, there's opinions and preferences, and then there's just you being wrong, and you're just wrong. So, anyway, listen, it's called compassion and understanding. Okay. How do I get my whatever? What is this called, by the way? I want to say it's part of the high cheekbone, but it's not, because this is the cheekbone. What the fuck is this called? So you can't actually like make yourself more of a pinhead, because I'm a pinhead. So that's kind of unfortunate. Cheekbone position. Again, as you can tell, it's really quite high, and my middle cheekbone basically does not exist. It's just the high cheekbone, and it's like it's all up in gear. So I mean, it's substantial. So maybe it is considered a cheekbone, because looking at this, it does push this out. Is this really considered part of the same bone? Because if so, I guess it is the same bone. I didn't think it was considered the same bone. Interesting. I guess it's just part of my cheekbone, but then if that's the case, like I can't look at how much it protrudes though, right? Like I can't get this accurate because this one is not remotely as high as that one. And so then this just ends up being weird looking. Oh. Oh. And his general cheeks, huh? The cheek on you. God, look at that fucking crease back there. Hey, yay. I have no jaw. They took so many bone grafts. Let's see. Because I had fucking osteosarcoma. No, okay. Cancer jokes. Listen, I'm feeling a bit crabby, okay? Leave me alone. It's terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. Face height. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm not so sure about this. It's a literal living face. Didn't expect that. That's incredible! Oh, that's actually hilarious. I love it. I don't know about that. That's really weird. It's literally the face. That's so funny. It actually looks pretty standard. That is fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, dude, I did not expect that. No, that livened me up a bit there, didn't it? Oh, geez, that's great. I love that. I know that my sinuses, basically, aka my brow, sticks pretty far out, so. That and actually the cheekbones are, in fact, you can tell, this is accurate because I have such a problem, because I normally wear glasses, that is when I'm out and about. When I need them, I wear, because I hate things on my face. But it's really uncomfortable, I really hate it. But when I go out, like in order to drive, obviously I need my glasses. You know, because I have really bad definition issues. And so as a result, you know, if I want to see things properly, I wear my glasses. They're also transition lenses, so technically if it's like really sunny out, then I probably need to wear them for that reason too. And I have a huge issue with my cheeks putting an imprint, a greasy imprint or a sweaty imprint or whatever, you know, that signature like skin marking on my lens. And then sometimes it'll happen up here too on my brow, because where I like it sitting and where it's most comfortable happens to be pretty much against my cheek and against my brow a lot of times. And it gets really annoying that that's the case. So my facial structure is not conducive for glasses. So I'm thinking, and are you thinking? Hello, this is a German Coast Guard. What are you thinking about? I need to, yes, I stole it from Paralives. I don't want the tip. It's just the tip, babe. I'm a terrible human being. Okay, bridge, that's width. I don't want my bridge to be all fat. So my bridge, as you can tell, is very, very small. It's very narrow. Not that narrow, but it's narrow as fork. Oh, that's not the bridge. Oh, no, it is the bridge. It's the upper bridge. Well, fine. This is notably wider. Like, all of a sudden, it goes from nothing, actually, to just all of a sudden, and then immediately back down to narrow again. So now that I think about it, I have a really bizarre bridge, don't I? Is that really what they're going to call the upper bridge? But then the break between my eyes isn't accurate. Huh? Bro, I don't know. That's funky. It's funky fresh. I guess like that. Anyway, I noticed it. Oh, that's literally the entire fucking thing. I did not expect that. It's also upturned too much. Keep turned, bitch. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was the actual width of the damn thing. Oh god, it's such a point too. My nostrils are up from the septum or whatever the fuck it is. It really isn't wide though. I always feel like it's wider than it actually is. That doesn't really make much sense, does it? Okay, there we go. It is still way too pointed, in my opinion, though. I'm taking way too long on this, by the way. I knew I'd do this. When I said what I said earlier about being, like, the creative aspect being the most important to me, I was not lying to you. Your boy won't lie. The thing is, this is a little slightly indented, so... I hate everything about this. I don't know. Sure. It's a very... at this point, we're just creating somebody completely different, to be honest with you. How do I customize the color of the lips again? I don't remember. I guess it has to be in the lips menu, right? Or no, it's in makeup, you dork. Or no, it's not in makeup. Wait, no. How did I do that? Good God, dude, that looks so wrong. It looks so broken. What did I do? I totally fucked something up, and I don't know how, just being here, you know? It is, oh god. What have I done? I do have chevrons. Yeah, I do have those. Oh, but you can't stack these. Interesting. You used to be able to. I do have like these chevrons on the side of my head. You literally see the shadow. They literally, to me, remind me of like xenomorph vents. Like, I am not human. Oh, it's kind of like that peach fuzz mustache. You have a little bit there. I'm just thinking like you could do something very different if you wanted to. Like you pretend you can grow a full beard or something when I absolutely fucking can't. It's so patchy, my facial hair. I guess it's not that much unique to it. I guess I'll do something like that. Sure, why not? I know you're supposed to be able to add your own custom tattoos and stuff like that and other designs. I would love to add a Styx logo in here. That would be kind of fun. It'd be really dumb if you really wanted to be cheap and shitty about it. You could literally just get like your own brands in here. So like if you have a company or something, or if you have, in that case, a podcast, it'd be so stupid, dude. I did, by the way, get some mods installed. I did do that. What is this even? Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Kind of pinup like, you know? It's still not pinup, but it's you know, of that era. Kind of 40s, 50s type of stuff, you know? Huh. A fern would be neat, actually, yeah. A foin. I would like to ride my bicycle. I would like to ride my bike. Be a nice, proper, like, fern color, you know? Bright yet deep green. Feels just right, you know? For a foin. Oh, it's a snack! It's a snack in a love heart shape. That is kind of cool, actually. I like that. That's a neat concept. You do have a gitter, or you have a record, a vinyl, which is kind of cool. And then obviously these must be the what the heck? I didn't take out the snack. My bad. You have these like custom ones that I downloaded from the workshop as well. So Mushino makes me think of Sam Mushino and The Sims. Do some vinyl, do a gitter. No percussion, unfortunately. Wee wee shelly. Actually, that might have been olives. Oh, those are olives. Okay, my bad. Roses, looks like. Cool. What kind? Joseph's coats. Ooh, the flutterby is real neat. Rose heart. And then you have Yukois, which those are actually cute. They kind of have derp faces. I actually like those a lot, actually. So I'm gonna go with something like this. No, I think I'm gonna go with the kois because I really like those. I don't mind the roses either. The roses are pretty neat as well. I wish there was multiple levels of color to these, but sadly there is not. I like that purple. I really do. That looks great. The thing is that I feel like the koi should be a little more obvious. But because of the shape of your arm, it doesn't exactly work, which is a kind of a pain. So what if I try to rotate it? That is not rotating, you idiot. Rotanti, Labanti. I'm not sure how you... Okay, that's the rotational one. It doesn't have to be big. I would love it to be big. That's what she said when she left me. But, you know. I also like the idea of it kind of going up onto your shoulder, right? So I do like that. It says that it's out of bounds. Yeah, that was why. And I want to rotate it a bit more. Yeah, I figured. I guess that works a little bit. Yeah. I don't know, though. It doesn't have to be so big. I don't know. I kind of want it to be big, you know? The thing is, though, oh god, you can have facial tattoos. Never trust a man or a woman with a facial tattoo or a neck tattoo. That's yikes. Anyway, that is not how I expected that to go. Look at it. Oh no, it's so warped. It's so warped. Oh lord. No. It's so woefully warped, bro. No, it's just gonna stay warped if it's on your body. So this was definitely meant to be specifically an arm tattoo. It looks like it also wants to be, it's supposed to be sideways specifically if it's on your body, I guess, because the more vertical it gets, the more warped it gets. But you know what? I actually think I'm gonna keep that too. To do a pun and go deep purple. we already have purple though. Am I gonna do that? You know what? Yeah, just for the sake of time, because it's an hour and 32 into the recording, so this is getting ridiculous. So let's do that, and then let's go into clothing. Now let's go. Be Smitty. I really don't think I want to wear any hats. I mean, I could, but I think Jackaboy. Hearse, of course. No. Glasses though, yes, but fucking seriously? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm rolling with it. Screw it. And yeah, let's do something just like slightly different in terms of colorations and everything. Okay, we could get some piercings. I've always thought some piercings can look really good on a dude, but there's not really much there. I definitely want earbuds. These are kind of standard piercings, right, for a dude. I would never get piercings at any point in my life, even if my life depended on it myself, but I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, your stupid little medical items. So I want to go for this though, specifically. Actually, I don't think that's considered earrings. I want to consider piercings, but sure, either way. What is that? Nah, I think I'm good, but the key is kind of cool, you know. Do they have a choker? A couple of them actually. They don't have yeah, I could go Hot Topic Torrid. Like circa 2004. I'm gonna be cutting. I'm gonna be talking about him and Green Day and Linkin Park. Actually, that could look kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, that actually kind of looks good on him, doesn't it? But there's no like Dreamcatcher or anything like that, huh? You know, I do like the moon though. The moon and stars, that is kind of cool. But obviously I want to do something like that. The thing is, it doesn't contrast anymore because of the tattoo. So I guess we're gonna go with no necklace, even though that was actually the goal and what I wanted. Yeah, so it's just this kind of piercings. I still love how the clown nose is considered a piercing. Makes total sense. It's just a permanent fucking scar. Go very clichély Northwest or Midwest. Northwest and Midwest. Love their plaid. Considering I'm from Oregon, it makes sense to go that way. Sunny days. So that can have a secondary, interestingly. Oh, but the design doesn't change. That is kind of unfortunate. You could go around kind of as the dickish move, and you can go around shirtless every day as your everyday wear. I mean, that is genuinely something I could do. And with the tattoos, I feel like it makes some sense, right? But especially considering swimming's not gonna be implemented for a bit. Biker vest. What? Oh, fuck you. That's so stupid. I actually like it though. It's so dumb. I'm just starting to create the. I wasn't even trying to create the dumbest character I could, but now I kind of want to. Let's go to pantaloons. Is there just nothing else left? Oh, it's kind of like actually what do they call those things? Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. That's too far. That's way too far for sure. You wear a skirt. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. Booty jean shorts. Yeah. I mean, you could, I guess. Might fit him a bit. Cargo shorts? 2000? Anybody? Actually, yeah, you know what? I like the look of those on him. Could do the sweats, though. The casual sweats are really nice. This is the sports shorts, which is actually exactly what I wear, quote unquote basketball shorts. So, Aloha Oregon Cougars colors. Nobody has any context for what I'm referring to, but because I've never output any videos or done anything publicly relating to it. But ever since 2K11, I've had a a NBA 2K11, I've had the Aloha Oregon Cougars as a basketball team I keep doing because I'm from Aloha. So naturally, I'm like, fuck it, let's put a fucking NBA team in Aloha, have them compete with the Blazers. Fuck it. Every day, all day, every day. And that means we need that nice, beautiful light, but yet neon blue. That pink isn't, I don't think, quite accurate. I think it actually might be a little too red. So let's go back here. You're a... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Definitely want plaid. That looks a little better, weirdly, the noisier it is. To my surprise. To my surprise. What the fuck is that design? Abstract as fuck. That's not bad looking. There's your camo. Yeah. Modern camo. Topographical, basically. I'm definitely sticking with just normal. Good God. Normal shorts, you know? Yeah, oversized pinstripes. I've never liked pinstripes, for the record. For the record. Am I really gonna keep them in this stupid peanut butter sandwich? Actually, it's not even peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's clearly just jelly on bread. Jellified toast. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. Yeah. I think I'm okay. Actually, that looks pretty good. I kind of am tempted to just leave him shirtless for his everyday garb. Like, I never go shirtless anywhere, but I don't know. Just because of the tattoos and everything as well, I think it kind of fits. I think I might also get rid of the MLG sunglasses, to be honest. Although that looks pretty good. Although it's an anime thing, which maybe not, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's do something different. I also don't like how angry he looks because of his mouth. I might have to customize that too, unfortunately. As much as I don't wanna have to do it. I think I need to. Anyway, we're gonna go with what's as close to my actual glasses as possible, I suppose. Although I don't wear them every day. I only wear them when I'm out in a boat. Yeah, he just doesn't look very happy to me, you know? And that's the problem. So I need a like up close he looks a little happy. He looks like he might have some emotion, but currently he looks kind of soulless. I would like to be able to make this to where he can upturn his lips. I don't think you can actually do that. I think I will keep him, yeah, topless. That sounds really bad out of context. And I want to make sure he doesn't wear no darn shorts. Or, not shorts. Yes, I want him naked. No, socks. It's left on where I had it before, which is that one side and the other. I cannot select for some reason. Hello? Excuse? Thank you, sir. Okay. Fantastic. And then if I want to, I can do flip-flops, but I'm going to keep them barefoot. Because in real life, if it was legally allowed, it's literally illegal. If it was legally allowed, or I guess it's not illegal, but it's against rules of going into literally any place that exists in the United States. You are not allowed to be without footwear. Supposedly actually, I really like the sandals though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them sandals. Supposedly to protect rather against Among Us. My business fit is Among Us. I literally can't do anything in it. I just look stupid because I don't have arms. You're gonna just go with the green suit. Just be like, fuck it, yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't think your glasses are doing you any good right now, bud. Oh yeah, you have your superhero costume too, which is a mod. Mind you, when I downloaded the mods that I did, which is the majority that were on the workshop actually, the game had only been released for just over 2.5 hours at the time. So, thoughts, things. I actually could do that for the fuck of it. Show up to work in this. Thoughts? You know what? It also doubles as active wear, so I'm just gonna have him wear that. I don't know how many shirtless to wear on. Be nice and uncouth. Let's have him wear something like this, I think. And then the secondary item, I don't know, it can be that, I guess. And that actually looks pretty good already in that color combo. So we're gonna stick with that. You know what? Let's do loafers, I think. I think that's what those officially would be considered. And then for the sake of hurriedness, yeah, you can keep that. I do kind of want to go with a again, that theme, except I'm gonna go purple this time. I like that a lot. Okay, go with purple queen. This is for working out, so I actually might keep him in what he is in, except I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take him out of a shirt, I think. Oh, there's actually a graphic version. That's kind of cool. I think just him getting out of a shirt makes more sense. I'm assuming they have actual like pajama pants, and if they don't, I'd honestly be surprised. Have him wear a Speedo to bed. You know what? Let's customize this too. Let's get that purple back up in here. Oh god, that's actually also a really nice purple. When they implement gardening, I really would like them to be able to have lilacs, because those are my favorite flowers. So having lilacs would be freaking amazing. Okay, that's that. I don't really give a fuck about the shirt, so we're good. I really want to have more than one person in the household. I'm just gonna not record this, and then I'm gonna add one more person, I think. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I added Billy. He's kind of semi-defaulted. I just customized him a little bit more, and I realized that there was a few things, like 5 different things actually, in the customization of like finer details I missed. And so one of the things I decided to screw with was the nose. I actually technically could screw with my ears, because I realized there's also something I'm missing there, but we're not going to worry about it. So what we have here, sleeping habits is normal, early bird or night owl a little bit. We're going to do cleaning habits of normal. We're going to do a Vivi. Kind of wanted to have a jester character. When I saw that, I'm like, I kind of want that. Overjoyed definitely seems like it's probably the best one you could have. But I'm going to do Jester. And social perk are this. And I think I'm going to do this actually, weirdly. I don't know. I just feel like that would be fun to have. And then let's do... I really like that idea, but I'm going to say scratch that. Let's do... good at nothing. I kind of want music or art, although I feel like music should be under art, but you know, traditional art versus, well, actually music's kind of traditional art too. I don't know. This talent excel at painting and express themselves via visual art. Be more like my sister. Hygiene drains slower. That's kind of nice. Food. I also love the culinary one. Actually, I'm actually like a foodie who's recently came out of the closet as a foodie, because I've always just felt kind of almost weirdly guilty about finding that out about myself. And it was only within the last like year and a half, I was like, oh god, I'm 100% definition of a foodie. Fuck. I actually last a couple of years, and I'm just like, shit. And I don't really want to be, but because I don't know, it feels dangerous when you're trying to lose weight, and it kind of is. But yeah, food. Now with this talent, they love eating, cooking, and know their way around a spice rack. Serve no more recipes than other paras, and their food gives special effects to those who eat it. Well, it sounds kind of cool, actually. I'm gonna do jack of all trades. I think that might actually make some sense. So let's do that. Do machismo 2, creativity 2, mind 2, and then physique 1. That's not because that's what James did. That's just literally because of the fact that that's what I want to do with that, because I'm always going for balance. So whenever I do balance, or whenever I do games that have things like that, like an example, Crash Team Racing is my race game of choice pretty much. I always go with the most balanced carts basically every single time. So it's always For me, it's always Cortex. My brother's always, my brother Mario always goes with Crash. My sister always tries to go with Cortex as well. But if I can beat her to it, then usually she goes to Coco. And if I can't get to Cortex, then usually I'll say fuck it and I'll go with like Engine or something. Or Purra, because I love fucking Tiger. I love that's. It's not put it that way. That's bad. I fucking love tigers, dude. Tigers are amazing. Cats are amazing. I fucking love cats. So we're gonna do Machismo Max, Physique 1, Mind 2. I kind of want to do 3 for him. Oh, it does have this. There's no negative effects related to that stat. Yeah, I guess we have to put something in each of them, which is kind of unfortunate. I do want this guy to be either overjoyed or energetic. And I think I'm going to have him be energetic. And I definitely either want good at cooperating or good at taking care of others, I think. I'm going to do good at taking care of others. This might be a weird combination for these two to live together, but it's alright. It's alright. Everything's just one day, and it's alright. I also kind of want to do jack of all trades in this guy, but I'm gonna do. I either want to do food or I want to do fitness, and I'm gonna do fitness for him. And it doesn't really matter if he's vegetarian or not, but just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do vegetarian. For sleeping habits, I'm gonna do normal. For cleaning habits, I'm gonna do neat. And then that's how these two are going to be. And finally, I'm gonna actually save this household because feck it. Eat sand. Cool. Good enough. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Because why not? For the hell of it. No, I would not. Okay. That'll be that. Let's see. Change household biography. Randomize para. Edit relationships. Okay. Does that mean what I can do is go beyond roommate? No, just household member. Not even that. I want to do friend. Okay, yeah. So you can add things. So friend. And yeah, that's all obviously you want to add there. So there we go. Cool. So then that means theoretically that Adrian here should have him as a friend now as well, right? Correct. Okay. Fantastic. Ibarra and Arroyo. I just realized that he's actually has a Spanish last name as well. So what I want to do is definitely this one because, again, I want peak creativity. That is what I want. So I want no challenge, or at least minimal challenge. I don't mind a minimal or small amounts of challenge, but I'm just super creative, so I really want to make sure that I have it as like free and breezy as possible. So, I'm not sure exactly what this means. No tooltip shows up, so. Duration of life stages, I want to be long. I don't know how long normal is, but we're gonna go with long by default because I like long lifespans. I have twins, it's a 5% chance. Have triplets as a 1. Let's be weird about this. Let's do like a random amount. So let's say 19% chance. That's actually really fucking high. And then 10% chance. Job performance threshold for strikes. I'm assuming that's the lower it is, therefore the better. Like the less likely you're gonna have issues. Automatically eat at work, yes. Automatically use toilet at work, yes, obviously. No, you know what? I was gonna say 1 million, but let's do 500,000. I think makes a lot of sense. Because again, we want to maximize creativity, and I also don't want to be so high up that then all of a sudden it's not a problem, you know? And then it doesn't like eventually mean that you never have to work. If you had 1 million, I'd still work because it's a good part of the gameplay, of course. So, Stella, my dear pup, my dear Borfernorf. Obviously, what I really would want to do is I'd want to build my own place. That's a huge part of this, right? So, what we're gonna do is we're going to do exactly that. There is multiple lots that are pretty big. Like this is really, really big, which I do like. a lot. In fact, it's actually next door to these two places, which is huge. The hospital's across the street, apparently, which is not bad. The Knight's Hospital. This is the one that James built in, of course, and it is downtown, so you can build as high as you want, which is just fine. Matter of fact, this is a really big lot. So, I mean, you can do a lot with this, and if, no pun intended. And so, actually, you know what? I might do this lot specifically because of anticipation for when here in early access they give us the ability to garden, because then I can actually have a little small orchard, a little bit of, you know, we could RP some permaculture. I think would be a good idea. So actually, I think I'm gonna select this spot, despite the fact I do like the one that's kind of downtownish. Like we said, we have this lot over here, which is actually also beachside, which is fucking cool as hell. Yeah, I like this one here a lot. It's also a big lot, so it actually would functionally be able to be used for both as well. I really and I love its location right here, and then also next to the edge of the map with all the woods and everything, which is super beautiful and nice and neat. But I think I'm gonna, oh god, there's actually a bunch more up here I didn't realize. 3,375. So this is slightly larger, as I figured. And this is across from the park, which is nice. In fact, that would be great for Billy if we were directly across from that park. So you have direct access to these parks and stuff, which is not a bad idea. Oh wow, this place is actually for sale. You can actually just get this whole ass house first. Okay, all right. I actually kind of like that though. Kois. There's fake coups here. Fake Holsteins. I still really like the gigantic lot, so I'm gonna go for it. And we're gonna end up doing, of course, build mode, baby. I guess you're always gonna be together. That is something I'm finding with this, is that you're always considered to be together. And I'm not really happy about that. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be cool if we get another job though in this that actually allows us to like be an actual athlete. So like instead of just going to your job and then you're not actually there for it, like being able to actually do like a basketball job would be really fucking cool. And then actually being able to at least have involvement in like stats and like have your random chance of like decisions you can make or whatever. I think that would be great. I want to pause, Willies, because I want to access build mode, and B does in fact directly go to build mode. Fantastic. I like how this is where they spawn for this property. They should be up here. Clearly is where the spawn needs to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this episode up. So that means that we're in the next video and episode, we're gonna immediately go directly into build mode. So with that said, thank you so much for watching the first episode here of Paralives. Let me know in your or in your comments. Wow, okay. Let me know in the comments below what you think the game so far, if you have it, and also if you're just what you've observed from people playing it. I'd love to hear your thoughts also about like ideas basically for the series. Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, I hope to see you around soon.